Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. So I know it's been a bit since my last update, so I wanted to give you guys an update on where we're at with the project. We've made a lot of progress. We've been really busy, kind of in a crunch time, so I haven't done a whole lot of documenting the progress that we've made. So I want to give you guys an update. So the weather has finally turned much nicer. A little bit of wind today, not too bad, at least temperature-wise, it's been great. And we haven't had snow in a few weeks at least. So that's great news there. And we've made a ton of progress regarding our rough plumbing, and a lot of the interior stuff. So what we're doing right now is trying to prepare for our rough-in inspection so that we can bring in the drywall. So we decided, due to time constraints, and we were able to make it work with the budget, that we're going to hire out the drywall. So we have a team starting drywalling next week. So we got to finish our rough-in and get that inspected and approved so that we can put in our insulation in the walls and ceilings and then have drywall start. So that'll be really nice. It'll make the project feel like it's moving very quickly, to have them come in and get it done a lot faster than we would be able to. And they'll do the mudding, the taping, the texture. So that is going to be a huge help as far as our timeline for the project. So the plan is, once we finish our rough electrical and rough plumbing, we will get that inspected, approved, put in our insulation, have drywall start, and then while they're drywalling inside, we will be working on the siding on the exterior. So as you can see behind us, have made a whole lot of progress in the exterior since we moved inside to work on the rough-in, but the main roof is all done except for a little bit of soffit, fascia pieces, and some ridge caps. So that's going to be also the first thing that we do once drywall starts, is make sure we get the rest of the main roof done. We'll finish out the other roofs and work on the siding so that while they're in there drywalling for a few weeks, we can finish out the exterior of the house, which will be really great as far as siding and roof items. There'll be some touch-up details and some other finish work that we'll need to finish out, and patio stuff, but that'll be kind of later in the project. So we're trying to finish hopefully in a few months here. So it's a little bit of a push. We'll see if we can do it. But it's been a lot of fun, but a lot of work. So we've been in a bit of a time crunch, and so haven't had a whole lot of time to update on videos and all that. And on top of that, we've been dealing with sickness. We had a bout of strep throat come through the whole family. So a bunch of us got sick, and that was a rough cold and strep throat that we all got hit with, so that slowed us down a bit as well. And as if we weren't taking on enough as a family in building a house on our own for the most part, we are also expecting another little one this fall. So need to finish the house this summer so that we are all prepared and have plenty of room for another little one to arrive. So we're looking forward to that, just adding to our challenges for sure, but we're excited about it, and it's been a fun project so far. So I'll go ahead and take you guys inside and show you what we've been working on. Okay, so inside the house here, we are, as you can see, we've got our outlets, the boxes for our outlets. We've got that wiring between those. We have almost all of those done. I think there's a couple that we're working on fixing throughout. We are working on putting in our various boxes for light switches and all those kind of things. We still have to build out this weekend our fireplace wall. It's going to be in the center here, and then we'll later on we'll put shelving on either side for storage. So we got to get that done so they can drywall it. So all throughout the house you see a lot of the wiring and the boxes. We put in these patio doors that hadn't been put in yet. We've got some of our piping for our sewer. We still have to do our water, hot and cold piping, but basically all throughout the house we've got pretty much all of our switch boxes, outlets, light switches, and lots of room because we've been cleaning up to get ready for the drywall to arrive. So the girls have lots of play space. And then you can see on the ceiling, we've got our locations for lights. So these 3 lights are in the kitchen, above the kitchen island. So we'll have some pretty pendants that hang there. And then we've got our various switches along the wall. Oh, you're trying to ride the bike? Where's your bike, Addie? Where's your bike? So we have been going all throughout the house, working on these things, cleaning up at the same time because we need to make enough space for them to bring in the drywall and scatter it throughout the house. So we've had to go through, every room. So this box right here has to come out, make some room. This is our insulation for our exterior walls. So that is going to go in the walls before the drywall goes up. We have to move our toolbox out, our saw, all the things that we have in here so that we can make room for the drywall. So what we're working on, we have to coordinate a few things still. We have to coordinate in the bathroom. So I'm in the downstairs master bathroom. We have to put in the exhaust fan and coordinate that with HVAC. And you say hello?
Hello.
Why do you have a Band-Aid on your face? Is it because you wanted, you scratched it because you wanted a Band-Aid?
Yes, my knee.
Oh, you also, quote unquote, scratched your knee, so you needed a Band-Aid? I think you like your new Band-Aids, don't you?
Look.
Oh, you finding things? Is that trash?
No, it's not.
No.
But it is grass.
No. So we've got to do that. So as you can see here, we're going to have an electrical panel in the master closet on each level. The one down here is a little bigger. It's the main one. And then it's going to feed through, and we're going to feed the one upstairs as well. So that's why we have all these wires here. They're called home run wires, meaning they are wires that go directly from an outlet somewhere in the house back to the panel. So this is our downstairs panel here. So we have to put that up and put the wires in. We don't have to put all the breakers in for the rough-in inspection, so we just have to put in these wires over here into the box on the wall, and that will be sufficient for the rough-in. So we started on a lot of our sewer plumbing. We still have to glue everything together, but as you can see here, this is the vanity wall for the downstairs master bathroom. The one upstairs looks very similar to this plumbing. So we've got our plumbing for each sink and our vent pipes and the sewer pipe that goes down. So we got to still glue everything together everywhere. So still some work to do over this next weekend before we're ready for our rough-in, but we're getting there. So as you can see, into the boxes, we have these black boxes. These are for our canless lights. So these ones don't require the circular box like the chandeliers or pendant lights do. So. What's that?
It's a pretend toy.
It's a pretend toy. Well, actually, that's for the HVAC system, so you need to be careful.
It looks like a tunnel.
It does look like a tunnel.
And it looks like a hat. And a scarf.
Yeah, and a scarf. You ready to take off the Band-Aid on your nose?
No.
I don't think you need it.
But it just hurts.
Your nose hurts, so you need a Band-Aid?
Yes.
Did you just want the Band-Aid because it's a Peppa Pig Band-Aid?
Yes.
Yes.
Peppa Pig.
So, like I said, we've made a lot of progress since the last video update, but still a little ways to go to finish off our rough-in. Like you can see, our plumbing in here. We actually laid this one all out. We just haven't glued it all together, so we're working on that. We've got these lights here. We're gonna have wall sconces on either side of the mirror in this bathroom. So we're working on that. We put in on the other side of this wall, you can see those are gonna be for the stacked washer and dryer down here. So remember, use both hands and go slowly.
No higher. Go down. Go down one. You don't go higher. There, that's as high as you go. Okay? And your chest is this high. You don't go any higher, okay? Okay?
Yeah, and you know how to get down?
Oh.
Very careful. Nice and slow. No, both hands. Both hands on the ladder.
How am I supposed to get that there?
Good job. So upstairs is pretty similar to downstairs. We've gotten most everything light electrical wise done upstairs. So you can see where we've got switches, like this will be the light switch for the chandelier in the entryway, light switches for each bedroom, outlets, and all wired up. So the difference between upstairs and downstairs is downstairs, it made more sense for wires to run from underneath. So they'd come up from underneath in the crawl space to the boxes. And then up here, we ran all of our wires from the attic space. So again, like what we did in the closet, the master closet downstairs, up here, we've got all of our home runs coming back to the panel. It's gonna be on the other side of this wall. It's in the closet. So this one will be a little smaller panel. You can see the box there for that panel. So a few things we still gotta clean up. Gotta clean up the tub. This is the Whirlpool tub for upstairs. We're gonna move it so that it's out of the way for the drywallers so they can work. And like I said, this plumbing here, which we still need to glue, is very similar layout to downstairs. So that's what we're working on right now. Getting the last of our electrical plumbing glued together. We still have to run our hot and cold water, which should be fairly quick because it doesn't go to a lot of locations. And then also the gas. So we have gas for the fireplace, gas for the stove, and gas for the water heater in the utility room. So that's what we're working on. We've moved a lot of insulation out. Still have a little bit of insulation to move out because the attic we're doing blown-in insulation. So we have to wait until drywallers do the ceiling up here before we can install that. So we'll move that to the porch to store it there while they work on the drywall. So one of the things I'm working on while they're finishing electrical items is I'm cleaning up. So doing a lot of sweeping, moving boxes and trash out and things that we don't need until after drywall out so that it's out of the way. So lots of progress since the last video update. Not sure how much of the HVAC you guys have seen, but that is pretty much all done, both in the attic and the crawl space, except for the exhaust fans for the bathrooms and the vent pipe for the furnace. The furnaces has to go out through the roof, so they just have to finish up the last part of that venting through the roof, and then that will be done and ready for roughing as well. So thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and we will be back hopefully once drywall has started, and we are working on the exterior siding and finishing up the roof.